I have a question for you.
What's up?
Do you think it's a bad mindset to have, like when I play like lower level players, like this Julie I'm playing, the Divine Ruler, and I don't feel like I'm really learning anything from it because she's just not all the way go, and it's not really enjoyable. Is that a
Um,
like?
yeah, it's like it happens when once you feel like once you know that you're better, I suppose, than someone. But it's a bad mindset to have, because the issue with that is that you can learn from everyone, even like even as an adult, you can learn from children. Like you just
Yeah.
have to let your mind be open enough to allow it to be able to happen and find the way that you can learn. Like, so for me, whenever a lot of times when I play people that I don't really, that I can clearly see I'm better than, a lot of times
Mm.
I'll like, all right, I'm gonna win on defense. I'm gonna punish you the entire time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna whip punish you, and I'm gonna block punish you, or whatever. Or I'm gonna put you in very simple frame traps that like won't kill you and keep you alive, just to make my defense better.
I
Whatever.
see.
So like that's a way that you could do it. That's a way that you can do with those type of players, because you'll learn more. The less you swing, the more you learn. Coincidentally.
I mean, so like in this situation, like the Julia player, I've whiff punished her like just like 4 or 5 times in a row with 3+4 and she just
Oh
does the
my
same thing.
god.
So at that point, it's like, well, what am I gaining from this? Because
All right.
there's nothing that I'm learning.
Switch up your strategy. If you're, if your whip punishing is working too well or whatever, like stay in front of her. Stay in front of her. You don't have to necessarily control the pace. See how you do against on defense against the character. Whatever, because
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. I mean, if you got decent movement, you can backdash, and you got one of the best, or probably the best, with Punisher in the game. Like, yeah, like obviously you could just do that. But if that's working too effectively and you really want to learn, then change your strategy of winning. Whatever. Like a lot of times that's what I do. I'm like, all right, I know I can win by rushing down. Duh, it's Horong, right? I'm like, oh, I know I can win by putting you in 900 frame traps, right? Let's try, let's try hit and run, or
Yeah.
let me try doing something and sidestepping and seeing how my
Interesting.
opponent reacts, or whatever. Or
Yeah.
let me just block. Let me stand in range 1 to 0 and block.
It's funny.
Like,
Interesting. That's ironic that you say that because I just went from playing that Julia to